It's the Traralgon Cup this Saturday night, the grand opening of the new racetrack, and I'm joined by Simone Fisher to preview the Traralgon Cup. Simone, not necessarily about the grand opening of the track, it's all about the mighty Fernando Bale.
And how lucky we've been, James, to have the pin-up boy Fernando Bale racing for us, and he goes around hoping to make history, get that little bit closer to the $1 million mark if he takes out the Traralgon Cup. Personally, I can't see him getting beaten, but we'll have a look at that shortly.
We will, and Simone, you've been in excellent tipping form. Hillsville Cup, box first four, around the $170. Are you confident you can continue this great run?
Oh, James, look, I know every time we say it's a really hard race, I find that this one is easy on one part, that we probably will get the exacta, but might be a bit tricky getting the other two runners. So let's see how we go.
Well, let's see what plays out. Let's get straight to the box draw. Group 2 Traralgon Cup, $47,000 to the winner, starting with Greyhound 1, Emrys. His heat, I feel like probably a little bit of depth. Clear run early on, strong win in 30 and 18.
Harlan, plenty of early speed.
Clash of Kings, drawn box number 3, hit the line well to place in his heat.
Sonic Pirate, a little bit slow early, but a strong finisher.
Dinah Yemen, drawn box number 5. He's an interesting runner. City class 500 to 600 metre greyhound, drawn awkwardly in the Traralgon Cup final.
Number 6, Fernando Bale, enough said.
7, Lecturer Outlaw. I feel he was a shade outpaced and a shade outstayed in his heat.
And number 8, he's so good, he's aiming for 4 in a row.
Reserves there being 9, Starlight Jack, and 10, Nifty Novelk. Well, Simone, I think when we watch a replay, we have to watch the mighty Fernando Bale. Jumping from the centre of the line, he was just awesome to win his heat.
He's just so faultless early, isn't he? He hardly ever does anything wrong, just that acceleration, and he puts himself 6 lengths in front by the first turn. We just don't see greyhounds do this.
No, you don't. And I think, as we were touching on off-air, Simone, just the fact that this greyhound's now gone down to Traralgon, set the track record 29.97 within the first month of the track being reopened. It really does set a benchmark and a hot benchmark for greyhounds to see where they're at when they do race around the venue. As we see here, he's just a class above.
He certainly is, and I think it's he's been such a benefit for trainers. Like you said, we do have the benchmark now, so putting your pups around gives you a bit of a gauge on whereabouts your pup will be running or your dog is running, because it can take a while for tracks to consolidate, even 6 months, 12 months. But I think we've got quite a good indication early on now of what times our dogs need to be running.
I think you'd just about be happy being a second or two behind what Fernando Bale's running if you've got a pup, and I think you'd still be winning a stack of races. Well, look, other chances in the race, Simone, I think Emrys draws really well. I do have the concern in his heat run, there just wasn't that real charge and real class early on, so he got a nice run through. And with Fernando Bale drawn out in the centre of the line, I think he may just get too big a break on him.
Oh, I think so, but I think Emrys definitely picks himself a second place. He was in the Australian Cup earlier this year. He's well drawn here. He ran 30 and 17, which is about 4 lengths behind Fernando Bale. So Emrys, I think, is a really good chance to run second.
Yeah, look, Simone, let's take a look at the tab market update now. We'll start with Fernando Bale, the mighty Fernando Bale. He's $1.20. Dominating the market from 1 Emrys at $5.50. We then go right out to double figures. 5 Dinah Yemen, 14. Great training effort from Mick Fernley as well. He's got 2 runners in the race. They're the next 2 best. He's so good, 14. And Harlan at $16. Well, there's the market, Simone. Is it short but sweet for the mighty Fernando Bale?
I think it is, James. James, I'm going 6, 1, 2 and 5 in this field. Fernando Bale over Emrys, who I think is well drawn, strong. Number 2, Harlan, plenty of early pace, might put itself in the race early. And number 5, Dinah Yemen, who has been a very consistent chaser.
Yeah, look, Simone, we're almost identical. I think I've just jumped on the bandwagon seeing as you boxed that last first 4. Look, I'm going 6 on top from 1, 5 and 2. Fernando Bale picks himself. He'll get into the low $900,000 mark prize money-wise, around the 930. So, well, he's knocking on the door of $1 million. He'll win the Traralgon Cup from 1 Emrys. I'm confident the exacta will come in. We then go down to 5, Dinah Yemen. Look, he's a greyhound who can run 29.20s at Sandown and 34 dead over the 5.95. He gets a clear run. He'll play a big part as a place chance. And number 2, Harlan, early speed. I just think he'll be outclassed late. I'm going 6, 1, 5 and 2. Similar numbers, but hopefully success for both.
Hopefully, and for our punters, might be best in this race, James, to be going into more value bets like your trifectas and your first 4s, because I think there could be some surprises with some of the places getting up.
Yeah, exactly right.
Having said that, our viewers at home also have a chance to win a $50 tab voucher if you hashtag Traralgon Cup and your numbers for the trifecta. You could win yourself a $50 tab voucher.
Well, it's all that easy, Simone, to win a $50 tab betting voucher. Hashtag 615 if you like my selections, or 612 hashtag if you like yours. Well, Simone, one place to be Saturday night. That's Traralgon. It might be a vital step in history as Fernando Bale closes in on $1 million. Terran Cup, Saturday night, be there.